I don't know what you found that you just left in your pockets one time. I don't know if it's money. I don't know if it was, dirt, a rock that your kids handed you when you were out hiking, anything. But here's a guy, and I don't know what direction they were going. This is the border of Mexico and the United States. So I don't know if this gentleman was going into Mexico or coming out of Mexico. I don't want to guess that. But here's what I do know. He was stopped by Border Patrol. And then when they searched him, they found in his pockets, in his pants, in his shirt, all over the place, about 52 lizards and some hidden snakes. Yeah. 9 snakes altogether that were in his pockets and stuff, and then 43 horned lizards. And then they seized them all because they're all endangered species, which I guess, I don't know all the story, but I would guess that he was probably going to sell them.
I would think so. But why? Like, why, sir? In your pockets.
Smuggling them in.
I know.
In or out. I don't know if he was going into Mexico or coming out of Mexico, but either way, he had these hidden so that they wouldn't detect them, and then they found them anyway. That's an interesting thing to find in pockets.
It is.
Lizards and snakes.
Never would I put them in my pockets. I found a diaper not that long ago.
She did. It was in it was a onesie, or not a onesie, but a 1-year-old or a 1-day-old type of diaper.
Yes, it was a size 1, which is right after they're born, basically. So it had been in my pocket for a year.
Funny. It was a jacket pocket, by the way.
That I hadn't worn all year long. And then, just reached in and I was like, I am afraid to pull this out because I'm not sure what this is. And then I sort of snuck a peek and it was a diaper, thankfully a clean diaper.
I was with my daughter yesterday. We needed to fill her car tire up. And you have to pay with quarters, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I went in and I found some quarters in my house. And then when we got to where the gas station was, when I pulled the quarters out, there are also some dog treats. I keep dog treats in my pocket.
Did you have the dogs with you, or
no?
You just gave them to random dogs in the parking lot?
They were washed, so they're clean dog treats.
Rob and Liz,
His Morning Crew.
You totally forgot it was there. His Morning Crew with Rob and Liz, his radio.
The stuff in the pockets.
Yeah.
They've been there for a while, Sometimes the kids will bring stuff home. Or you have stuff in your pockets for your kids. Maybe a flower or a stick. Or something like that.
Yeah, flowers. When the boys were little and they would pick a little flower for me and shove it down in their pocket. And then when they pulled it out, it was all smashed. Mm-hmm. It was still a gift and it was beautiful.
Or you were holding it for them.
Yeah, they were holding it for me.
Either way.
Yeah.
What about you? Diana's here at 800-447-7234.
Found $400 in my pocket.
Wait a minute. $400? Why was the $400 in your pocket?
It was from my honeymoon from a year ago. I hid it. I took it out of my wallet to hide it somewhere so I wouldn't lose it. And couldn't find it again, didn't remember where I put it, so I thought it was lost, or maybe we had actually used it. And I put on a pair of shorts about 3 months ago that I was going to take back to the store. I tried them on, and I was getting ready, and I felt something in my pocket, and I pulled out my $400.
What'd you think when you found that?
Oh, my goodness, I started crying because the Lord finally answered my prayer because I had prayed and prayed and prayed about it. I finally decided to pull out these shorts that were hanging up in my closet. I bought them last year, decided to try them on, and there the money was.
Rob and Liz,
His Morning Crew.
I've had a bunny, mostly dogs, but my family had a bunny at one time.
You did?
It's Rob and Liz, His Morning Crew on his radio. It actually belonged to my daughter.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't know that. I'd never seen pictures of you and the bunny.
It was a long time ago. She was just a little girl.
Yeah. Well, we have
with
a
her
bearded
little bunny.
A little bitty bunny. Yeah, we have a bearded dragon.
Isn't that crazy to think?
Yeah.
Liz has a bearded dragon.
Yeah. I made cucumber sandwiches last week, and my son came down and said, whose cucumbers are these? Anybody's? I'm going to give them to King. His name's King.
King! That's crazy. Amy's on the line at 800-447-7234. You say you have a different kind of a pet. What's your pet?
I have a little monkey. His name is Murphy.
A monkey? How did he come into your life?
Well, I've always wanted a monkey, and all growing up, my great-grandmother had 2 monkeys, And my grandmother, which is now in her 80s, owns a pet store. So I've always been around like exotic animals and things like that. And I've just always wanted one. And so when I got out of law enforcement, that was when I had time to take care of it. I spoiled myself for a little bit and got him.
You know what you should do? You should get like an Instagram or a TikTok for your monkey.
He has a TikTok.
What?
Yes, he has a TikTok. I post all of his little funny videos on there of him stealing our food and just cute things.
What's his name?
Murphy the Monkey. That's his TikTok name.
How many followers?
Almost 11,000.
Oh, my goodness.
That's wow.
He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so funny, too. They're so human-like. It's crazy.
We are going to have to follow Murphy the monkey. See what he's up to.
Yes.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You could win a vacay your way from His Radio and not even have to worry about setting it all up yourself because there'll be a travel agent that'll do it for you when you win vacay your way.
Oh, that takes so much stress out of it. It really does. Like, when we're planning our vacation, it's like, oh, goodness, where do we stay? Does that have good reviews? And what time should we leave? Travel agent going to take care of all of it. This is Vacay Your Way. It's part of our spring fundraiser. We call it Friendraiser, and it starts on April 5th.
We'll give that away on that day at 7 o'clock at the end of the first day of our Friendraiser. But here's the thing. You can pre-register to win Vacay Your Way right now. All you have to do is give your gift for Friendraiser today at HISradio.com. That's HISradio.com. You can do that on the My His Radio app as well, or text the word GIVE to 800-447-7234 and win the Vacay Your Way.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
It's long enough to seat 75 people. 75 people in one vehicle. It's a limousine.
Sounds like a bus, but it's a limo.
Limousine has 26 wheels. 26 wheels. And it's 100 feet long. It has... Now, it's tricked out. It's not just the limousine. If you've ever ridden in a limousine, I mean, they can be pretty swanky, but I've never been in one that had a swimming pool, a hot tub, a mini golf course, and a helipad. Why?
Does the thing even, is it street legal to ride? I mean, that's the big question.
The guys that kind of refurbished this thing, and I think they added on to it. It was not this long originally.
Refurbished?
Yeah, isn't that what you do to a car? Refurbish, renovate? What do you do to a car?
Yeah.
Restore?
You're right. You restore the car.
So it's an old limousine. Like, it looks like 1970s.
For real?
Yeah, but they've taken it and obviously updated it quite a bit. I mean, it was rusted out, and it looks great now. But street legal, I don't know. Maybe they just ride you around in a parking lot. I don't know. Because I can't even imagine. I have a hard enough time making a left turn, on some of the busier streets in my car that seats 4. So to seat 75
So I'm
people,
trying to figure out how, 26 wheels?
26 wheels.
So that would be half of that on each side.
Yes.
So that'd be like 3 wheels up front, 4 wheels in the middle, and some in the back. So how do you turn?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
That's not street legal.
And why?
Impossible.
Like,
and a helicopter pad on the top of it?
There's
So
a
you're driving
helicopter
down the
pad.
road with a helicopter on top of your limo?
yeah, this sounds like, some action movie, Mission Impossible, and there's some guy that's, trying to get away in this car or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the helipad drops down and Tom Cruise pops out and arrests somebody.
I'm
I
surprised
don't know.
this thing's not like in a world record book.
It is. That's
Oh,
why
it
they,
is.
Well, that's why they did it. But I mean, to
Oh,
me,
okay.
why do you need a pool and a hot tub in your car?
Well, if you want to get in the world record book.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So Perseverance. How much did it cost? $2 billion?
$2 billion, yeah.
$2 billion Mars rover is now, it's not really stuck, but it does have like a stone that is stuck to one of the wheels.
How does that happen on Mars? But yeah, you can't just send somebody up there with a screwdriver and take care of it. So you got to figure out ways to do it. So they think this happened sometime last month, the scientists at NASA. But they don't feel like it's going to cause much of a problem. They think it'll eventually just work its way out of the wheel.
Out of there, yeah, because it's not stuck. The Mars rover is still roving and doing all that has to do on Mars to report back. So
They got to be worried, though.
they
have to
catch
be.
it on like on a camera. And they
Yeah.
see it, they go, oh, wow, look at that. So it's just kind of wedged in there and stuck, but it doesn't get in the way of progress. The thing still goes all over the place.
It just sounds really noisy. So I guess if they're trying to listen to the surroundings, maybe that's interfering a little bit, but they're going to give it some time to work out. I don't know how long it takes to get to Mars, but that would be quite a trip just to get a pebble. Can you imagine? You're halfway back to Earth and there's another pebble stuck.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There's this teenager, a student, seeing a cat way up in a tree, and he's thinking, I'll save it. I can climb a tree. This will be easy. He gets up 35 feet, and he and the cat are stuck. Literally.
You know he saw it going a whole different way. He was going to be a hero.
Stuck up there. So the fire department, of course, has to come. They get all these big pulley systems and stuff and saves the cat and the teenager.
Well, he tried to do good.
Yeah, of course.
He was trying to do something really good, and sometimes you get yourself in situations you're like, you don't really think it through. Because if he'd have thought it through, 35 feet in the air, maybe.
It doesn't look high until you get up there, and then you look down and go, oh, I've got to climb back down,
Yeah.
and then I've got to take this cat. This cat is scared. It might scratch me. What am I going to do?
911.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
When it comes to cancer, this could be a game changer. Now, you've probably seen or even heard that there are dogs that can sniff out the cancer cells. Now, they're doing this, believe it or not, with ants.
I don't even understand how that's possible and why. Like, why have ants sniff out cancer?
Well, in France, the scientists have trained ants. I don't know how you train an ant to sniff out cancer, but they've learned that, of course, cancer cells have unique odors, and that's why the dogs are able to sniff it out. Now they're saying this the same with ants, and with ants, there's 2 different forms of cancer that they can actually sniff out.
And I can imagine they have like super sniffers, and that may be why the researchers said, okay, let's try ants. There's got to be another step after finding out that ants can sniff out cancer, because how often would they put ants on your trail to help see if you have cancer?
And then how do they put these ants on you? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying,
You know,
like-
you got the creepy koalers on you and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit more affordable, they say,
Then the
to
dogs.
do it that way. No, than going through a battery of tests.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And I can see that as well. But so you go into the emergency room or the doctor's office and they bring the ants, and that's what I'm missing in the puzzle.
Yeah.
When we
I don't know application. I just know that they figured it out.
and how, like you said, how do you train an ant?
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
It makes sense to me that they're coming out with their donuts for St. Patrick's Day this week. What does not make sense to me is that they're releasing their Mother's Day donuts as well. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
Yeah, and they totally skipped past Easter, so I don't know what they're doing. Krispy Kreme, they do have these really cool-looking donuts for St. Patrick's Day. One even looks like a leprechaun, and I think one, if I'm not mistaken, is pure green, and then it's glazed. It's like the original glazed, but it's going to be green.
What color are those donuts?
Oh, they're just like a beige.
I don't know.
Beige color.
I'm
I
colorblind.
guess.
I guess I just never really paid attention to what color a donut is.
Yeah, and then they put green sprinkles all over it. But the Mother's Day ones, I'm kind of looking for.
They're already out.
They're already there?
That's I understand they are.
my.
Yeah, it has some lemon raspberry heart
Sounds
and some
delicious.
strawberry ring and some locust Biscoff donut.
No, they're not locust.
What is
They're
it?
not. It's lotus, or I'm not really sure what lotus is. I think it's more of a flower, but locust would be a completely different.
What's a Biscoff?
That's the cookie butter. Huh? The cookie butter. The little Biscoff cookies that you get when you're on a flight.
I have no idea.
Really? Like there's kind of cinnamony?
No idea.
Oh, they're yummy. Cookie butter. Yeah, but the Lotus Biscoff, I don't know how that's going to taste. I mean, I'll try it if they hand me one, but
Lotus is a computer platform.
Lotus is also a flower.
It's a flower.
Am I right? I think I'm right. A lotus is a flower.
I don't know. I didn't know what a Biscoff was.
Well, I'm just
I thought
glad
it was like a professional wrestler.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Carol went to visit her grandmother, and while she was visiting, Grandma said, "You need a bank account." So she took Carol to the bank. She was 6 years old. Took her to the bank, started an account for her. They started out with $3.35. Now, this was a long time ago, so $3.35 was probably more in the neighborhood of $15 or $20. So Carol forgot about it. And years went on. I mean, years went on. 6 decades. Her grandmother passed away, and after Grandma passed away, Carol said, okay, we got to go through some of her things and, kind of throw some things away. She found a checkbook, and it was that original bank account from when she was 6.
Totally forgot about it, sounds like.
Totally forgot about it. So she said, okay, well, I'm going to go to the bank, see what's going on. It is now $335. $3.35 grew to $335. She never put another dime into it. Grandma never put another dime into it. The interest just added up. Now, one thing, 60 years took you that long to get to $335?
That's what I was thinking. That doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it's still, she didn't have it, and it was from Grandma.
It was from Grandma, and Grandma had, this great idea. She wanted to show her about saving money, and Carol said there's 2 other accounts that Grandma had sitting there for a while. She hasn't checked yet. Why wouldn't she check? I'd be like, oh, hold on. I got 2 more checkbooks. Yeah, she said so. She's kind of thinking there's going to be a windfall.
For whose name is it in? Is it hers?
Don't know.
You don't know that fact.
No,
okay.
But I would think that Carol's got to be on these accounts somewhere, or she's not going to be able to check, or she's got to find the people whose name they're in. But, you let that money sit for a while, it will grow, but 60 years for $335.
Yeah, who knows? Might be another $600 sitting around.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You help touch a life, make a difference in somebody's soul for eternity, and then win a vacay your way. I mean, a total vacation. We're talking a vacation the way that you want it for up to $3,000 plus a travel agent's going to do all the details for you. How nice is that? You impact somebody's life, you want to vacay your way, and it's so easy to do that on His Radio.
Yeah, you just go online to hisradio.com. You could even text the word GIVE to 800-447-7234 or open the My His Radio app, and it's going to tell you all about vacay your way, a vacation. Ooh. Where are we dreaming about going?
There's so many places. You already know where you would go if you want a free vacation that you could set up the way that you would like it. So here's the thing. We're raising the operational budget for this listener-supported radio station. And April the 5th, throughout that week, we'll be asking people like you to give and help make a difference in somebody's life. You pre-register to win Vacay Your Way by giving your gift now, because we're going to give that away on the first day of Friendraiser, which is April the 5th at 7 o'clock. And then it's done, and it could be yours, but you got to pre-register now.
Yeah, and we know that's not why you're giving your gift, so that you might get the vacation. But it is a good way to say, hey, thanks for doing that, and now go on vacation. Vacay your way. HisRadio.com, the My His Radio app.